On behalf of the audience, I wanted to say thank you very much for the interest that you've brought to us about Roseworthy. It certainly did to me. My first involvement with Roseworthy was 1942 as a student from Uruguay Agricultural High School doing a tour of the place. And then commencing, what was important here was my bedroom. My bed was underneath one of the windows you showed on the front of the building in 1944. In those days, we used to start in March.
Microphone, thanks, President.
In those days, we used to start in March for the completion of an agricultural year, so that you went through December and January for the purpose of harvesting, and you then graduated in March. One of the great persons that you mentioned there, Alan Callahan. I was to go to University of Sydney and obtained a scholarship, and on the final night of being at the college, Alan Callahan, addressing the students, said fairly deliberately, when we acknowledge somebody going to the university, we don't expect them to let us down. Having never done physics and striking first year physics at Sydney University, from time to time I was to think back, am I going to let Alan Callahan down? I had a lot to do with Alan in subsequent years, and it was my pleasure to launch the book which was written relative to Alan Callahan at Waite Institute, and that was associated with his wife. There have been many interesting points. You mentioned wheat, and my immediate thoughts came back to the sword varieties, the rapier, the scimitar, the javelin, and Alan Harris can probably mention another 5 or 6, all with the sword name as a part and parcel of Breakwell's and others' activities. I'm quite sure that people present tonight would recognise that they've had quite a deal to do with Roseworthy students in one way or another. When I graduated in 1947, there were 20 of us. Do you know what 7 of us did? Married Gawler girls. This is probably reflecting back on your comments about now we've got girls. There were no girls until the 70s, and in fact up until probably well into the 60s there was only one woman other than the wives of staff, only one woman who worked in the office. A very different set of circumstances. When I went back to Sydney University in 1951, in 1951 to 2001, 50 years of graduation, the Dean of the faculty stood up and addressed the group, and he said, "Lady and gentlemen," he said, "I'll know when you graduated there was 1 woman and 75 men." Out at Roseworthy College today, what has kept Roseworthy College alive is the creation of the veterinary school, because some 11 years ago there was re-established, and the veterinary school has been responsible for it. These are some of the things that you've triggered to me. Others would have similar thoughts. Oh yes, I remember that, or I remember this. It was where as Peter Jones told us not so long ago, it was where the World Sixth Day horse event was started. The world event in 1986, which was opened by Prince Philip, and it was out the front of the college that you would have seen the films and comments. All these things keep coming back about Roseworthy, and who in the audience who's a long time member of the Gawler community cannot forget somebody who became very, very important, John Chambers, who established TAFE here, who in the period of time that I was out there as a student was the housemaster. And so many people, as is indicated with photographs there tonight, still living in Gawler, or close to Gawler, who've been part and parcel of the Roseworthy experience. It's my appreciation, as I indicated, to say thank you to you and ask you if you would accept a token. Appreciation for information that you made available to us.
Well done.